am speaking out of experience. And that experience shall be your own also. But if you must doubt anything, the best thing to doubt is to doubt your doubt. When I told my wife God asked me to build a polytechnic without asking anybody for money, we're talking about 2.5 billion naira project. My wife looked at me and said, sometimes I think you didn't come to this world with your head. How can you build such a big project without asking bank for money, church for offering, people for help? I don't know. God has 250 million ways of solving one problem. I don't know which one he will use. My wife shocked me when she said, hold my hand. Ask God not to allow me to have heart attack because of the things you say. I was surprised. Father, don't let her have heart attack because of the things I say. I say according to what I hear from you. The next day, she was lying on the bed. I was sitting beside the bed. My phone rang. I picked the phone. Somebody at the other end said, 7 years ago, you prayed for me in Lagos at Emmanuel Osakwe's church. We came out and I held your legs and told you how hopelessly and wretchedly and sordidly and stupidly poor I was. You looked into my eyes and said, I'll be the 7th richest man in Nigeria. I have become one. And this great God has asked me to give you 13 billion naira. Pastor Joe was among those who helped me to cash the 1 billion. I said to the young man, my friend, you didn't hear well. God did not ask you to give me 13 billion, but 1 billion. Keep your 12. Just give me 1. My wife protested and asked me, so with all this so-called education, you don't know that 12 billion is more than 1 billion. Madam, we are not doing regular arithmetic. It is not how much the young man wants me to take, but how much God wants me to take. My wife held me and asked me, do you know how much 12 billion can do? How many problems it can solve? Madam, can you please continue with your sleep? This discussion doesn't concern you. You won't believe this. Last year, the man came to you with 7 cows. Yes, sir, 7 cows. To ask me, why are you afraid of too much money? I'm not afraid of surplus money. It's just, I don't want to hurt God. I don't want to take what he has not asked me to take. Do I have anybody here who will join me and say to God, whenever I shall be my opportunity, let me stick to what you want me to take, not what appeals to me. Because if you pass that test, there will be another surplus supplies for you. I am amazed that as we speak, the next structure God asked me to build, College of Nursing and Midwifery. I don't even know how the money came into my account, but I have paid it to the bank, and the contractor is already constructing this great edifice. How the money got into my account, I don't know. That is the call of God upon your life. I don't care whether your father was a beggar or a carpenter or a bricklayer. It has nothing to do with you. My problem this morning that so many of you don't accept what they have heard. They believe, oh, somebody from my background cannot so prosper. It's not true. You are now a member of God's redeemed family. You can go to God's bedroom to talk to him. The greatest powerful thing under the sun is relationship. The sitting president of Nigeria invited me over to Abuja. I went with my wife. As we were driving towards his house, my wife noticed that all the gates were open. Nobody was guarding the gates. She protested. So the president has nobody to protect. Madam, the gates are open because your husband is on his way to the president's house. And when you move also to see the same president, all the gates shall be open. No, are you still here? Why is it that believers don't believe what God can do? They believe only in hell. Because you are going to see the president, all the gates shall be open. They shall be open. They shall be open. Nobody will block your way. As we arrived, the president came out and opened the door of my car. And I came out. On our way back, he returned and closed the... My wife asked me, you mean the president of this great nation will open the car door for you? When there is the hand of God upon your life, this God will fight all your battles. Not everybody fights his battle. Can we hear where God said, leave vengeance unto me? There are people who don't fight for themselves. My father's first son said to me, if I don't kill you, I will not rest. And I said, brother, I may be your brother, but I don't fight my battles. I want to declare this morning, beginning this morning, you have no reason to fight your battles.
Romans 12:19. Dearly beloved.
Dearly beloved.
Avenge not yourselves.
Avenge not yourselves.
But rather give place unto
Don't
wrath.
fight fire with fire, or else you produce what?
Ashes.
Ashes.
For it is written, vengeance is mine.
Hey, vengeance is the Lord's.
I will repair, said the Lord.
I will repair, says the Lord. We were driving to Ibadan, 1986, preparing for Greater Ibadan for Christ Crusade with a choir of 6,000. A man drove into a 4-day-old car, bashed the Hey! Okay, do you know the boy? He said no. Do you know quarrel? Why do you want to fight a battle that is not your battle? He said, okay, can't you see what he had done? I have seen what he had done. But the rule of the game is that he who fights for me shall now fight for me. The chief of the village came out and said, a man can bash his car and watch him drive on as somebody that fights for him. When that man shall come to fight in this village, no life shall be found. Right where you are not an ordinary person. You didn't hear me. Wow. hear me, I'm going to make a powerful sentence. For being a child of God and for being part of this ministry, you are now too dangerous for any enemy to handle. No, you didn't hear my grammar. Can you find somebody and tell him or her, I am too dangerous for anybody to handle? I bought 58 plots of land at the cost of 58 million. 7 federal ministers said the land was his own and took me to court. I replied and said, I don't go to court. I won't go to court over anything. Take the money, take the land. He who fights for me will fight. And the young man said to me, I wanted to show you my legal credentials. I am a great lawyer. I asked him not to bother. Take the money. My junior brother got angry and asked me, are you afraid of this man? Why are you afraid of ordinary Ajengu, the lawyer? Sell the case to me and make money out of it. Can you shut up your mouth? We don't fight at that level. Beginning today, I demand you should stop fighting at that stupid boy's level. Two weeks after, the man came looking for me. That he had a dream, a terrible bad dream. Hey, Oga, please, please, please. Whether I had a dream, I'm not interested. The Bible command will leave vengeance unto him. He will fight for us. There is a hand upon you that says you belong to the Maker of heaven and earth. There is a hand that tells the world you are not an ordinary person. This same man came looking for me, and I said, leave me alone. You have taken 50. Tell that young man for me. Madam, the reason why God asked us to leave vengeance unto him, when God sends an angel to fight for you, no Nigerian policeman will arrest that angel. Instead of wasting your time, let the angel fight for you. You have to promise me this morning, before I leave this pulpit, that you will fight your battles no more. My daughter, if your husband calls you an idiot, don't get angry. Darling, only an idiot could have married a man like you. No wise girl will marry a man like you. He who made me stupid and brought me to you will fight all my battles. Don't say to your husband, your mother is an idiot, your sisters are on that small boy's level. We'll fight at a higher level. Are you still here? Do you know I can spend the whole week telling you where God fought for me. And that includes when you board an aircraft beginning today, and the engine of that aircraft fails to fly, because you are in that aircraft, the aircraft will harm nobody. Come, am I raising the standard too high? My wife and I were flying what they call, what do you call this German airline? Lufthansa. We're flying and the engine failed. The pilot panicked, and I was sleeping. My wife asked me, Mr. Sleep. They said the engine has failed. And I said, I heard it. But there is he whose two hands can carry any aircraft. She said to me, you're a crazy man. Others marry normal human beings. I married a man, I don't know who he is. And I said, Madam, I don't even know who I am too. So let's relax and enjoy this flight. And the plane landed without harming anybody. Wait, if you can't believe what I'm saying now, how would you believe that the rapture? Let me show you from the Bible that rapture had happened once and will happen again. Let's see the book of Matthew chapter 27. Let's see verse 51 and 52. I want to show you. People don't believe that God can call the dead out of their graves. I was saying the other day, I've been to heaven. You all were looking at me like I lost my mind. It's like the day Jesus came to our bedroom. I said to my wife, the master has come to our bedroom. Can you stand up? Ask him to open your eyes. Before he opened your eyes, did you ask him to open your eyes? And I said, no. She said, then leave me alone. He has come to do business with his servant. Madam! She said, don't madam me. Leave me alone. I am pregnant. I need sleep. The second time the master came to our bedroom, the Lord said to Uma, I've come to set the Holy Communion. You traveled so long and so hard. You hardly have time for Holy Communion. I went and shook my wife up and said, Madam, this second visit is for something you need. Holy Communion. She said, no, this Holy Communion. Please. And I don't want you to miss it. Our walk with God is awesome. It's a walk of wonders. Yes, sir.
Matthew chapter 27, verse 51. And behold, the veil of the temple was
rent into two.
From the top to the bottom.
From the top to the bottom.
And the earth did quake.
The earth did quake.
And the rocks rent.
The rocks rent.
And many bodies of the saints
that had died
arose. And came out of the grave.
And came out of their graves.
After the resurrection.
And walked through the streets of Jerusalem. Is that not what you call rapture? Huh? I want you to hear me. On that day when the trumpet shall sound, I don't care how long they had buried you, you come out with body that angels have. You come out looking beautiful and handsome. You come out looking strong. Dancing when I heard the voice that said, Uma, you have 34 more years to preach, go back. Father, can't you employ younger preacher to take my place? He said, no, what I put in you is not what I put in them. You will have to go back. As I turned, I found my wife crying by my side. Madam, what is it? She said, the doctor said you will soon die. Can you shut up your mouth? I just come out of the house of the dead. They asked me to return. Now that I have returned, you're telling me I will die again. Want two of you to die? Must it be me always? There is no greater miracle in life than to walk with God. That's why you're here this morning. And I'm telling you, stop fighting your battles. Let God fight for you. If your husband slaps you on this cheek, turn the other side. Let him slap also. Let God fight for you. Come, am I alone in this hall? Wow. I quarreled with the 7th governor and asked him, Your Excellency, what are you doing with the money they gave the state? I voted for you. I now regret voting for you because it's a sin to vote for a man like you. My wife got up and said, You don't talk to a governor like this. Your Excellency, is it 3 and 9 masquerade? I can't talk to you like this. My wife grabbed her handbag and left. The next morning, the governor revoked the land another governor gave me. He was shot. He went to a city on a campaign. Somebody went and seized the microphone from him and asked him to give account how he revoked land given to Uma. On the governor's return, he called me and asked me if I knew about that drama. And I said no. He said, I'm going to have dinner with pastors. You will be the chairman. And I said, no, sir. Your Excellency, whoever will chairman that dinner, pray he will not die that night. My friend was appointed to chairman the dinner. That night, assassins went to kill him. The governor called me and asked me, did you know about this visit of assassins? And I said, no. We don't play at that level. I want you to hear me. If you can, write it down. Beginning today, you are now too dangerous for any enemy to handle. Stand up and say it to 4 persons of your church. Can you please raise up your hand and prophesy over yourself and declare and say, I am now too dangerous for any enemy to handle. When I told the governor that I didn't know anything about the plot and plan to harm that my brother, the next day they brought me what they call to help me, what they call that money. Thanks, no. They call it thanks, no, they call it Pentecostal Thanksgiving offering. And I said to the governor, you're a Catholic, this is a Pentecostal grammar. Where did you pick it? They said, sign here. And I said, no. I've not even told people you came to my house. Beginning today, men who threaten to deal with you shall see God in your place. We're not really here to waste our time. We're here to walk with the Maker of heaven and earth. That's awesome. That's awesome. No, he called the money prophetic offering. grammar, we speak. I don't know if there is any greater honor God can give you than to ask you to work with him. There's no greater honor. Let's see the book of Daniel, chapter 1, verse 9. He says, I'll give you favor in the sight of the Egyptians. Daniel chapter 1, verse 9. Now,
God had brought Daniel into favor and tender love.
Beginning today, you have favor and tender love with God. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I have a daughter. By her action and activities, I have no choice but love her. On her way to Gifted Children's School in Suleja, she was the best east of the Niger. I offered to drive her from Uyo to Suleja. I have six drivers. I was shocked on arrival as soon as she saw her classmates who were still coming in. She didn't know them just by their uniform. She abandoned my wife and I and ran after them. That was when I said to myself, I will not drive her again. I am a big man. Let's see the book of chapter 1, verse 14. Then the book of 2 Kings, chapter 19, verse 24, 34. Let me show you apostle and the mystery. Hebrews 1:14. Yes, sir.
Are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for them that shall be heirs of salvation?
Now, Oga, if you are born again, there is an angel who is your Batman. I don't think you understand what I mean. You know, during the war, I was officer of the guerrilla class. I was a commander, I was a teacher. When I move, my Batman will move. If you insult me, I wouldn't have to say anything. My Batman will beat you up. Wow. The army life is a great life. You don't fight for yourself. The Batman will fight for you. Somebody once stole my tablet of soap. And I asked that the person be locked up. One angel can do what 40 Batmen cannot do. That's why I say you are too dangerous for any enemy to handle. Yes, sir.
2 Kings chapter 19, verse 34.
Yes, sir.
For I will defend this city.
I will serve it.
For my own sake.
For my own sake.
And for my servant David's sake.
And my servant David's sake.
And it came to pass.
It came to
that
pass.
night.
That night.
That the angel of the Lord went out. Went out. And smote in the camp of the Assyrians.
In the camp of the Assyrians,
185,000
people in one night.
And when they arose early in the morning, behold, they were all dead corpses.
Doesn't that make you dangerous? If God will allow your angel to fight for you, 185,000 people can be killed in one day. How many people are in your village? That means God can kill all of them. Let me repeat it. You are now too me to